infatuated with her.
So he turned all the toads into bricks and kidnapped her, putting their princess in another castle, and another, like four.
What type of riz is that? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, what type of riz is that? She hates you, so you just kidnap her and hopefully she falls in love with you? Like, this is the Ellis riz I've ever heard. I've never understood Bowser's logic. Or, like we saw in the other video.
Don't say she won't ever act and turn a cheating princess to a housewife. Don't say.
According to plan.
You've lost the battle before it has begun.
Excellent work as always, Beto. Ready to wrap this
Bowser,
up,
you got cracked like that already?
You know what they say, the more the merrier.
Oh no, he's going to his dark form. Yeah! Bro, that's fire!
What is your cause? Please enlighten our audience. What do you want?
Alright, y'all, I'm back with another banger for y'all young boys today, man. And hey, man, I'm back with another special reaction video for y'all young boys today, man. Sorry, y'all, today I got another special reaction video. It's called Bowser vs. Eggman Death Battle. Not gonna lie, y'all, I don't know, man, who's gonna win between these two, bro. I think it might, if we just go on person per person, straight up gulag, bro, I think I got Bowser, bro. I think Bowser is superior physically in every single way. I don't think there's a robot that Eggman can really pull out to sit there just 1v1 Bowser like that. So I really feel like Bowser's just gonna tear Eggman and his robots apart, bro. I got him winning. I got the Koopa King winning against Eggman right here. But alright, y'all, before we get into the video, man, don't forget to like, share, subscribe if y'all new, y'all. Let's get into Bowser vs. Eggman.
This battle is sponsored by Marvel Snap and Prize Picks.
Oh, wait. Oh.
Bowser versus Dr. Eggman.
The king of the Koopas and the baddest of badniks. And they're not alone.
Wait, see, that's the thing, though. That's the thing. If they're bringing armies, it's not just straight up like 1v1, bro, this time, and it's army for army. I ain't gonna lie, I got Eggman's like army wiping Bowser's army. I think if it comes down army to army, it's gonna be a wipe, unless like Bowser's bringing like some superstar stuff. If he's bringing like a superstar or something like that, then we might have a different conversation. But if Eggman got Chaos Emeralds, bro, I don't know. This really could just go either way. I think it's gonna be a close battle, bro. I'm biased. I want Bowser to win, bro, but I would not be surprised if Eggman won this one, y'all. But we're gonna see, man.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win.
This about to be fire, though. Look at that, though. It's been a fire fight. No pun intended.
The Mushroom Kingdom, a peaceful land of kindness, adventure, love.
Ah, boring. Move aside, princess. It's time this place got way more awesome. Here comes King Koopa himself, better known as Bowser.
He's so
The
fire,
moment
bro.
this orphan star child was found by Kamek, it was clear Bowser would command the disparate outcasts of the Mushroom world. The Koopa clan.
Sadly, not everyone's born a toad, and they treat these critters like monsters, fated to a life of infinite jump farming for one-ups.
Bowser wanted a different world, but Princess Peach Toadstool would never allow the evil king's day in the sun. Her light was so bright, Bowser became infatuated with her.
So he turned all the toads into bricks and kidnapped her, putting their princess in another castle, and another, like four.
What type of riz is that? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, what type of riz is that? She hates you, so you just kidnap her and hopefully she falls in love with you? Like, this is the Ellis riz I've ever heard. I've never understood Bowser's logic. Like, how is you going to sit there and convince Princess Peach to love you? There was just no type of logic or reasoning to how you was going to sit there and, like, get Princess Peach, bro. It just made no sense. So you just kept kidnapping her over and over and over again? Or, like we saw in the other video.
Don't say she won't ever act and turn a cheating princess to a housewife. Don't say.
Maybe she was going there intentionally. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she was going to them castles intentionally. That's a whole different story, bro. But other than that, bro, I don't know how this riz is actually like applicable in like these situations.
40 years of castles, only to be released if she agrees to marry him and his dad bod.
Yet he was foiled time and time again by those
some
pesky
plumbers.
Mario brothers.
By some
However,
plumbers.
Bowser is nothing if not persistent.
Yes.
Look at him! Dude's built like a brick house strapped to a saw trap. That
Yeah,
spike
look at
shell
Koopa
takes
King.
a lot of punishment. Not even the weight of a castle can scratch it, especially when he rolls up like a prehistoric Beyblade.
And
Yeah,
the
he's just a
Koopa King
tank,
doesn't
bro.
just breathe fire and control lava, he commands nature itself.
Spitting meteors from outer space, beckoning the earth with a snap, inhaling
do
torrents
that?
of wind, straight up calling down lightning. What else has he got?
Oh, just a little dabbling in dark magic.
Hell yeah, Wizard Turtle.
The original NES manual even describes him as a sorcerer king. Magic is how he turned the toads into bricks, only countered by the princess's heart magic.
But that's not all the magic he's mastered. Telekinesis, creating perfect clones, reanimating his undead skeleton, and
Like, people really don't understand how much of a tank Bowser is. I think the realest time or the biggest peak we got into, like, literally how physically a unit this dude is was that Mario and Luigi movie. Like, when I saw that movie, bro, and you see how fast and dominant he was just in that movie, bro, it was it really shows you, like, how strong, like, on the surface that Bowser is, how much of a problem he is. Like, even with Donkey Kong, everyone was like, oh, Donkey Kong can handle Bowser. No, he cannot. As you see in that movie, Donkey Kong tried to run up on Bowser. He had him by the collarbone, ready to sit there and end his life, bro. He's ready to take his soul from his body. Bowser, the Koopa King, is not to be played with, man. He's way stronger than we give him credit for.
and worst of all, ruining every game of Mario Party. Hey, no, I stole those coins fair and square.
Bowser spent decades hoarding treasures, coins, magic star rods, warships, clown cars, you name it. This is the same guy that created multiple flying castles fashioned after his own face.
Yeah, he's definitely got an ego on him. He's
do.
talked about having a 4-digit IQ, but I've seen this moron put death traps in his own backyard. A man after my own heart.
Despite his clumsiness, Bowser's charisma and leadership brought many to his side. Not enough to defeat Mario, but his army doesn't make it easy on the Red Plumber.
They're the most wicked band of misfits this side of World 8.
They're so goofy, though. I can't take them serious.
The Koopa Troop.
An army spanning
I don't
multiple
take Koopa
territories
Troopa serious.
across the Mushroom World and beyond.
Goombas, Koopas, the Troopas, and the others make up the infantry. Some with wings, some in shoes, and some even in race cars. They're the red shirts, first in and first out.
Piranha plants, bloopers, and lakitus use their surroundings to get the jump on unsuspecting prey, by land, sea, or sky.
We'd be here forever jotting down the small fries. Booze, Shy Guys, sentient bombs with feet, and more.
It was imperative for Bowser to nurture a unit that covers their own vulnerabilities. For example, Kamek and King Boo both have magic, but Boo has battlefield control with illusions and destabilizing dimensions, while Kamek focuses on buffing allies, canceling enemy powers, summoning anything he
Smart,
desires.
Or swapping my items to screw up my Mario Party lead. Not again.
Speaking of items, most of the minions can use pretty much any power-up Mario can. The Goombas make frequent use of Tanuki Tails, and Bowser can really get into the cat roleplay. But
Dang, so that was my whole point, though. If they're bringing power-ups and they're going to have all the troops using power-ups and stuff like that, I can see them might be in a problem against Eggman's army. But I don't know. I feel like if Eggman's army, if especially bringing Metal Sonic and all these other atrocities, bro, I don't know. I really don't know if the Koopa Troopers can beat that, bro. I got Bowser up here. I think Bowser, you know what I'm saying, there's nothing really in Eggman's arsenal besides, like, if he gears something up with, like, Chaos Emeralds or something like that, then, like, I can see him, like, trying to give Bowser some problems. But if Bowser grabbing power-ups and stuff himself, bro, I don't know, bro. I'm telling you, Koopa King gonna be some problems. I really don't see anything in Eggman's army facing up against that monster right there. But I think army for army, I still got Eggman's, bro.
But as the Koopa Troop grew and grew, it started to feel less like an army and more like a family unit.
Oh, you mean like his kids, the Koopalings?
Yeah,
I don't even know where he got these.
What's the
Oh, I'm about to say,
difference?
where did he get
Good
these
point.
kids from?
Bowser took them in and even trained them in dark magic.
That was nice of him.
Though no one's as spoiled as his natural
Kind
Nepo
of.
baby, Bowser Jr., captain of the Koopa Troop.
Spoiled is an understatement. Remember his escapades as Shadow Mario? He terrorized Delfino Plaza with literal evil paint. That whole
Evil paint.
debacle was basically his attempt at elementary school art class.
That's
And I
cute.
bet Bowser still has some on the fridge. But really, the king is very protective of his kids. If the fam's in trouble, he can will himself to transform into a giant kaiju, all to crush whatever bullies target smack.
Maybe a little overkill. Just one punch from Giant Bowser launched a castle out of orbit.
Goodness
Taking into account the
gracious,
flight
dog.
path and the scale of their universe, Bowser's punch must have hit with a force of over 125 trillion tons of TNT. Considering how Yoshi punted poor Raphael the Raven so hard he exploded into a constellation of stars, this isn't even close to Bowser's full strength.
So
Goodness
don't
gracious.
bully his kid, especially if he falls into some of Bowser Jr.'s set of black paint. That stuff's scary.
Enough to unleash Bowser's Dark Fury, a form whose very steps cause
I remember
widespread
that form.
natural disasters.
Okay, seriously, how does Mario ever beat this guy? He's like Godzilla, Doctor Strange, and John Cena all
really
in
is.
one big turtle.
We're not even to the best part. Bowser's dark magic became so potent he eventually learned how to warp the very fabric of reality.
Anything the king imagines, he makes happen. He turned all of Yoshi's Island into a storybook. And remember those painted worlds in Mario 64? Yeah, he made those. And the
made that?
staircase that goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Oh God, does anyone know how to BLJ?
He also stole ultra-powerful items like the Wonder Flower, which can mold reality like Play-Doh, and the Dream Stone, which can be used to wish someone out of existence.
But his most iconic thefts are those big shiny power stars.
Don't
Yeah, that
judge
power
a book
star
by
gonna be
its
a problem
cover.
for Eggman.
Infant power stars, aka Lumas, can become whole galaxies. They also ferried Mario across the universe in 3 seconds. That's 489 quadrillion times light speed.
Obviously, the Big Daddy Grand Stars are even crazier. Bowser used one to power his space kingdom, but then guess who showed up to ruin everything?
That fat plumber.
It's him!
And when the Grand Star was freed, it caused a chain reaction that destroyed the entire universe via a massive black hole.
Thank Space God that Rosalina showed up to save the day.
Not that Bowser needed.
So who is Rosalina? Is Rosalina just a celestial god, like, or something like that? I never understood her lore. Let me know in the comments, like, who actually is Rosalina? I have no idea, like, how does she fit in the story, bro? But, like, yeah, man. Koopa King, he a tank, bro. I'm telling y'all, like, as y'all see so far, Koopa King, he's a tank. He's a unit, bro. Like, there's very little, I think, in this world that can really hurt him. I have no idea how the Mario brothers plot armor their ways into beating him for real. Because as you see, that his dark magic, his strength, his speed, his transformation and stuff like that, they're absolutely insane. Freaking So I really don't understand. I mean, this is going to be an interesting fight. I told you, Eggman, best chance is to sit there and bring, like, the Chaos Emeralds, like that giant green one that, like, Knuckle has or something like that. So we'll see.
Saving. He's been swallowed by another black hole and thrown into a star that went supernova.
Imagine if
Supernova,
this
yeah.
crazy OP fire turtle had to fight himself. Oh,
How did he even come up with his
did,
design?
And he beat the hell
I
out
love
of
that
him.
game.
With all this power, it's a wonder
I love
he still
Inside Story.
hasn't conquered the Mushroom Kingdom. Perhaps it's because his visions of grandeur were never really what he sought. Surrounding him is a
Peach.
crew of outcasts and miscreants like him, ride or dies that can't be swayed against him.
Oh, are you saying he's secretly happy because he's got a big monster family now?
Yes, but also when they actually worked together, they legitimately conquered most of the known universe.
Yeah.
So,
He's a baddie through and through who will teleport through space and time to show you what's what. Because he's no ordinary Koopa.
One more thing. Have y'all noticed that, like, Bowser, when it comes to him versus everything else in the universe, like, he's literally just wiping? Like, every single time you see Bowser go against, like, some other faction or other clan or something like that, like, Bowser is, like, wiping everything else in the universe. It's literally just against Mario and Luigi he loses against. That's it, bro.
Make way for the king.
citizens of Earth, lend me your ears. Imagine a world of endless possibility, where people are free as the wind. Isn't it disgusting? Now imagine a better world, one with proper guidance and the technology to bring about global peace.
But Wiz, only a brilliant mind can make that happen.
Not just any brilliant mind, he's a genius at heart who knows the dangers within. He's Ivo Robotnik.
Dr. Eggman.
Dr. Eggman,
As a
bro.
mad scientist myself, his story is my inspiration, just as Eggman's was his grandfather, Gerald Robotnik, who sought to create world peace through technology. But then his beloved granddaughter, Maria, was killed by the Guardian Unit of Nations, better known as...
Gun. They're frickin' called G-U-N. Anyway, Lil Eggy grew up a lonely narcissist because all his family talked about was Maria this, Maria that. Boo-hoo.
Neglect and envy tainted Ivo's goals of following Gerald's
So
footsteps.
I got questions. Was Maria the girl that Shadow, you know, like grew up with, or like was, you know what I'm saying, how that relationship with. I don't really know Sonic lore too much. I know a lot about it, but not too much. At least when it comes to Shadow, I think there was it Maria that I think that like was Shadow's partner or something like that. It was some girl that Shadow kept having visions of, all that stuff. I'm assuming it's Maria though, and I did not know Maria was Dr. like Robotnik's like basically sister. That's actually interesting. I didn't know that.
Steps. He distanced himself from his grandfather's legacy. Instead of bettering the world, he would conquer it to get the attention he deserved.
That's so sad.
You mean craved. Desperately craved.
Tomato, tomato.
You just said it the same way twice.
He aimed to establish Eggman Land, a capital of science. And this paradise would have worked just fine if not for that blasted Sonic the Hedgehog.
For years, Eggman's plans literally blew up in his face. And he's a very sore loser.
But just like any good experiment, the doctor did more testing, seeking better results.
He's created plenty of knickknacks to terrorize the world with. A laser gun, a cloning ray, mind control cannons, a flying armada, typical evil scientist stuff.
Then there's the big ones. He invented a spatial displacement trap, which, while online, scatters a target's atoms across space. Oh, and then there's the metal virus, which transmutes organic tissue into living metal zombies.
Which is the worst. That's like one of the worst fates I've ever seen, like comics, bro. Like this dude was really going around just turning people, family members, into just robotic zombies, bro. Like tearing your flesh off your bones and transforming it into like metal, like slaves to sit there and kill their own family members. Like Sonic's grandfather almost sat there and put Sonic on a t-shirt because he got turned into a robot. That's like horrifying, having your family members sit there try to rip you apart.
It's so deadly, it created a plague that nearly wiped out all life on Earth.
Crazy.
Damn, Eggman never made himself immune to it. That's a whoopsie.
And when he's not duping you with decoys, he's riding in style with the Eggmobile. It's lightweight for maneuverability, but tough enough to withstand moon-sized explosions in even the center of a black hole.
I mean,
Insane.
It's kind of lame looking, but he can plug it into big bad mechs like the Egg Walker or the Death Egg Robot, whose giant laser once obliterated 77,000 cubic meters of rock in an instant. That's like having an atomic bomb in your pocket all the time. Oh,
Goodness
okay,
gracious.
maybe this guy's pretty cool.
Eggman built machines for a long list of combat situations. Some look like knights, others use extraterrestrial sources like the Wisps, and then there's the orbital bases, like the Death Egg.
The reference is obvious, but Darth Vader's version is like a toy compared to the Death Egg, which can annihilate stars. Woof! A whole constellation gone in one shot.
That's not to say Eggman doesn't enjoy scrapping with blue hedgehogs himself. Enter the Egg Dragoon.
This is gonna be a fire fight, yo.
It's
It's gonna be insane.
It's got electric drills. It's got ice missiles. It's got a whole lot of.
Because Bowser is basically like, you know, he's just a unit. He's a freaking physical unit with dark magic and all this other stuff. Like, he's physically born different. He is physically just born different and just sat there and just a superior life form. And then you got Eggman, man. He's just a superior intellect, bro, that have all these gizmos and gadgets, and he's smart enough and crafty enough to just make anything to counter one of the fastest beings in existence that also has access to like Chaos Emeralds and Eternal to Super Saiyan and all this other stuff. So I really wonder, can Eggman pull out something out his back pocket to just tackle a freaking unit like Bowser like that? And especially Bowser like turn into different forms and all this other stuff. He's basically fighting another Sonic, but just like his strength is not like speed. His strength is like actual strength, and turning into like a final boss himself. It's gonna be insane.
Well, it's my God Whiz. I need it.
And don't forget, Eggman built all of these things himself. Maybe
Yeah, he's
world
intelligent.
domination is in his grasp yet.
One problem. Eggman's a turbo loner. No hobbies, no friends, no wife, no nothing.
Come
Nothing.
on,
Just a
he has
baldini.
friends. I mean, he's a feminist. Oh, okay, maybe not, but what about Infinite? Sure, they might have joined forces over a mutually sought revenge against Shadow, but it counts. Sort of. Who needs friends when you can build friends?
Obviously, Eggman has a tough time collaborating with others, so he just built his own army instead.
The Eggman Empire.
The Badniks are mass-produced foot soldiers.
That's a fire name,
Farmers,
too.
crab meats, caterpillars, egg robos, and don't forget those cute little moto bugs. The Badniks may seem simple, but they're led by an elite, multi-talented unit the hard-boiled heavies. Really leaning into the egg thing, huh?
The Army has a wide variety of troops, even your classic comedy duo with Orbot and Cubot. They're Eggman's assistants and immense disappointments. Every genius has their duds.
Hey, at least they're not Scratch and Grounder.
No, they were so
idiotic.
idiotic.
Bots modeled after the Sonic cast, like everyone's favorite Robo-Faker, Metal Sonic.
Metal Sonic has the most horsepower in the Eggman Empire. He has the moves and speed of Sonic and then some. He's had his rebellious phases, but Eggman's reprogrammed Metal to better follow his commands. Additionally, when
y'all imagine the Mario versus Eggman and Sonic versus Bowser. That would be fire, bro. That would be a fire fight right there. I would love to see Bowser versus Sonic and Eggman versus Mario. I could just imagine. But that's kind of what we're about to get right here. We're going to see Metal Sonic versus Bowser in this. We already know that. I can't wait to see that fight. But I don't know. Who y'all got winning, bro? Who y'all got winning? Or doing better?
Form, Metal Sonic could copy biological data, including unique powers like Shadow's time stop technique, Chaos Control.
He could even copy Silver's Psychokinesis. And with enough Chaos energy, he powers up into Super Neo Metal Sonic.
He could turn
everything
super?
would change with the appearance of the Phantom Ruby. One of many trump cards at Eggman's disposal, the Phantom Ruby alters reality by manipulating perception.
Basically super OP illusions, but in Infinite's hands, it's a weapon of mass destruction. I don't know how illusions translate to body replicas, changing gravity, or making a fake sun, but go off, King!
And when used on the planet's consciousness, which is a thing, the Ruby granted Eggman the Lightman form.
What?
Yep,
He can turn
Super
super?
Eggman is canon.
What?
So
That's
it
canon?
is pretty complicated to manifest.
But the Phantom Ruby isn't the only souped-up gem.
Oh, yeah,
Eggman
this is
has.
gonna be the problem
He's
right
used
there.
the Jeweled Scepter to make the world-shattering Egg Wizard. Then, on more than one occasion, he's effortlessly gathered the super rare, super powerful Chaos Emeralds. You know, the things
Those
that
gonna be
power
the problem.
Super Saiyan Hedgehog.
Eggman built and built and built, and eventually he built something that started to build on him. Sage was originally designed as a mere assistant, but through an alien encounter, she was granted actual sentience.
This
Sage
Egg
is
making
already
everything.
super
in this.
powerful, but now she's also super smart. She thought up millions of battle plans all at once to defeat the massive titans.
And you can barely remember where you
God.
put your dune bug.
I know exactly where it is.
It's scaring me more and more to see this information from Eggman, bro, because the problem, I think, physically and power like off rip, I think Bowser's beating him versus the army, or him versus Eggman. Of course, he's powered physically better than him, but what Eggman has on his side is super intelligence, man. That intelligence is insane, bro, because especially if he got an AI on his side saying, hey, this is Bowser's weakness. This is this big weakness. This is that weakness. I ain't gonna lie, it's looking bad for the Koopa King, bro. I want the Koopa King to win, bro, but it's looking bad for my boy right now. It's very, very looking bad, man.
It's at the police impound. Thank you very much.
And Death Battle has
Sage
a
was
vendetta
Eggman's
against me.
saving grace. He had previously found machines with personality lacking, but Sage's great adequacy in serving her function provided Eggman with something that, for the first time, he'd hate to lose. In essence, a sort of daughter.
So, like any good daddy, gave her the keys to his car, his spaceship, and his orbital death ray. Hell, now she controls the entire army.
And this frankly unheard of trust from Eggman became crucial in defeating the End, a primordial entity so mighty even Supersonic struggled against it.
Their battle can only be described as peak fiction, because charged by 7 Chaos Emeralds, Supersonic's no joke.
The power of one emerald can shift continents. All 7 together can shift the universe.
And kill some pretty terrifying
Goodness
bosses.
gracious,
like
this about to
Eggman's
be a
Time
fight,
Eater,
man.
which ripped apart space-time like tissue paper.
In short, Chaos Emeralds give thoughts power. With them, Eggman's best machines can run indefinitely while matching the greatest powers ever seen. Like when 3 supers battled Solaris, who tried to destroy time itself. Solaris extended its
my
chaos across
Koopa King
multiple
might be in
timelines
trouble,
about
bro.
20 seconds, or 73 quadrillion times light speed.
Oh my
Funny,
gosh.
though, while Eggman's smarts have sort of defeated Sonic here and there, he's pretty effective when he teams up with the Blue Blur to save the world.
Well, recall how Professor Gerald was a good person before losing the granddaughter he loved. In Eggman's case, now that he has Sage, perhaps a similar story is playing out in reverse.
Nah.
I thought the
Eggman
same.
will
Nah.
always have a harebrained scheme behind his cufflinks.
So watch out, critters and plebeians of the world. He is the Eggman, and he's got the master plan.
Oh my gosh. Alright, y'all. Final predicts before the fight, man. Final predicts, man. I want the Koopa King to win. I do heavily like Bowser more than Eggman. I'm not even going to sit there in front with you. I'm not going to BS you or going to lie to y'all. I want the Koopa King to win. However, Eggman scares me in this situation. He scares me very, very heavily, bro. Because his intellect, if he does win, I'm leaning towards more Eggman winning, bro. And I won't be mad. I won't be mad if either or wins. I won't be mad if they sit there and say Bowser wins because he's just a powerhouse and just got this, that, and third. I won't be mad because of that. And I also won't be mad if, depending on it, how Eggman wins, because sometimes at Death Battle, y'all be having a vendetta against us fans, bro. But, not gonna lie, I feel like Eggman might pull something out his butt crack, bro, to sit there and just outsmart the Koopa King, bro. He might sit there, but, hey, man, let me know before we get into the fight, who do y'all got winning, bro? Let's get into it, man. So we're starting off like this. I like the animation they chose for this too. I like that they went 2D.
I've come to make an announcement. This territory is now the base for my upcoming Eggman Land 2.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
What a joke. I am Dr. Eggman.
Bro, they doing a big one with this animation so far.
Get a load of this.
Army from army, bro. Goodness gracious.
Shut up, nerd.
Just look how much freaking unity is. That's kind of how I imagine the fight going. Like he's gonna be tearing through invention after invention.
You call these toys an invasion force? Let's see Toads do better. That's a decoy, idiot. Infinite! His power is without.
He's pulling out people like that?
The ultimate strength.
What? Straight up like that? Y'all really think that was realistic though? Y'all think Infinite was just getting knocked out like that by the Ghost King? Y'all really think he's just getting squashed like that? Like after so much trouble he's just giving Sonic and all them boys, you just think he's just getting just smashed just like that? I don't know. I told you I do got Bowser over all of Eggman's toys, bro. But I would not be surprised if he just make like a Mecha Bowser out of nowhere and just give him bump, bro. I'm telling you, if he put a Chaos Emerald into a Mecha Bowser, I would not be surprised, bro. But y'all, let me know. Y'all think it's actually happening like that? Just straight up the Ghost King? And Bowser, he whipping that magic, bro. This is a wicked fight. Oh!
All according to plan.
You've lost the battle before it has begun.
Excellent work as always, Beto. Ready to wrap this
That was
up,
it.
eh?
You got cracked like that already?
You know what they say, the more the merrier.
Oh no, he's going to his dark form. Yeah! Bro, that's fire! Bro, look at that animation. It's so wicked how they did that. Oh, yes, yes, Koopa King. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. I knew he was gonna be the problem, bro. Like, remember what I said earlier, y'all? I said it, though. I think Bowser's army is just not keeping up with Eggman's army. I think, peak for peak, like, Bowser's stronger. I think Bowser legitimately is a force of nature to be reckoned with, and he's stronger. And all the buffs and stuff he can get on his own, he's stronger than Eggman, in my personal opinion. But when it comes to army for army, bro, I just feel like he's just not messing with him. Like I don't feel like the Koopas are keeping up with the Badniks, bro. They're just not, especially with Supersonic. Like, and he got all the emeralds and stuff like that. Like, come on, man, this is not even fair. And look how fast he is. What is that, Mario? Tore right through him too. Like they're getting their cheeks clapped.
How dare you keep your hands off my...
Can we do it? Can the power of family be... Ah, he got him! He got him! He got him! He's done. He's done.
Sage! The Death Egg! Max power!
That's the problem. All these Mr. Tools he got, bro. Can he withstand the Death Egg? I know his army can't. Can he do it though? Come on, Bowser. I want Bowser to win, y'all. Ah, he's getting cooked. Ah, he's cooked. He's cooked. Oh, God. Oh, yes, he got dry bones. I do remember dry bones.
Sage! Fire it again!
Cooked.
So long, Doctor!
That's probably not even really him, is it? Did he win? He won! Ah, yes, my dog won! My dog won! Let's get it! My dog won! The Koopa King won! The Koopa King won, bro! I am happy. I am thoroughly happy. I agree with this result. Fudge every one of y'all say in the comments. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care. None of y'all say. I'm biased. I told y'all from the very beginning I was biased. I wanted Bowser to win the whole freaking time. I just think he's a cooler character. Really do. And I think he was just a powerhouse, bro. I honestly forgot he could just turn to dry bones, bro. I thought Eggman was going to pull out some BS. I told y'all, army for army, I really do think that, like, Eggman just had, like, the more firepower. But when he just came to Bowser his freaking self, like, just being the leader of the army and just being an absolute pariah, like, yeah, like, I just got Bowser he was just a tank, bro. He was just powerhouse, bro. But let's hear Death Battle's explanation, bro. I agree. I don't care.
This war was not an easy one to win, which might seem surprising given how the Sonic series is not afraid to show how tough its cast is, while Mario's comes across as more cartoony.
But as it turns out, Bowser had everything he needed to take Chrome Dome down.
Yeah.
Strap in. This one's a lot, so we'll break it down into 5 categories.
First up is physical stats.
Yes, he was
Bowser
whooping him in
pretty
that.
handedly outmatched any of Eggman's usual mechs, like the Egg Dragoon or the Death Egg Robot.
The Death Egg Robot could level cities. Bowser could punch a castle out of orbit.
The Death Egg could destroy stars, but Yoshi could match that level of power. And Bowser's strength is certainly above the green dinosaurs.
Heck
Plus,
yeah.
while both Bowser and Eggman's tech survived black holes, Bowser's was much larger.
So, he may win stats, but this could change with their powers. With so many items and minions, that could make all that a moot point.
Aside from power-up items, both could manipulate minds, create duplicates, and alter space-time. However, Bowser had a significant edge in having access to the majority of his abilities at all times.
Yeah, Eggman can do some crazy stuff, but only across different mechs, fortresses, or space bases.
Yeah, that's the
Bowser's
problem.
all natural. He's got all his best powers built in, and he ain't even a robot.
Meaning he wins the war of attrition. He
Yeah.
even had counters for battle enders like the metal virus and spatial displacement trap. Context matters for those weapons, and both backfired in the past. But more importantly, Bowser could simply reverse the effects with his transmutation magic. Conversely, most of Eggman's robots could get turned into, say, a frog or a block with no reliable way back. Bowser takes the edge in powers.
But definitely not for intelligence. Come on, you have a 4-digit IQ, Bowser? Really? That's cute. I mean, don't get me wrong. Bowser's not an idiot, usually. Just really, really clumsy.
Yeah.
Poor fella.
Meanwhile, Eggman's an engineering genius who rarely ever gets bested by brains.
Easy dub. Now, let's talk trump cards.
As in, items so powerful they could decide
I think
the
it was the
entire
thing that
outcome
really
on
like
their own.
determined
The
it too.
Phantom Ruby was super dangerous, but specifically targets perceptions. Unlike Bowser's Wonder Flower, which mucks up reality for real. The Ruby affected a whole planet, but the Wonder Flower had the power to alter the universe. Also, the Dreamstone's ability to wish anything out of existence would have no problem cleaning up Super Neo Metal Sonic or Time Eater.
Their most prized possessions was a tougher call. Together, the Chaos Emeralds can break the universe, but so can the Grand Stars. Arguably not as much given the Emerald scaling to solar.
And I thought that too, like the stars and the emeralds. I knew it was gonna come down to that. Like what was stronger, like the Chaos Emeralds or the stars? And I'm telling you, Metal Sonic was a problem. I was scared with Metal Sonic, bro. Especially when he sat there and put a hole in my dog's chest, bro. He caved this stuff in like Creed got his shit caved in his movie. But you know what, bro? The Koopa King, you know what I'm saying? He just a unit, just a freaking tank, bro. He wasn't going, and I love that.
Though Power Stars and Grand Stars are far more plentiful. Clearly, this is getting fairly abstract, and both had multiple options that could win the day instantly. So the safest bet is to call this category a tie.
Which means it's finally time to compare their armies.
I think
Eggman
Robotnik's
seems
on
deadlier at
together.
first glance. I mean, look at all those buzzsaws and rockets. Metal Sonic's speed and power alone could solo most of the Koopa troop. But the Eggman Empire lacked something Bowser had in spades: teamwork and loyalty.
Eggman is a notoriously terrible team player. His alliances are practically guaranteed to fall apart.
Hell, in Sonic Generations, he could barely manage working with himself.
Eggman's army is designed to be controlled by just him. To Eggman, it's harder to command those with free will, hence his rivalry with the free-natured Sonic.
Meanwhile, the Koopa troop follows Bowser because they
love
actually
him.
like him.
Yeah, they
They
actually
train
like him.
really hard to cover each other's weak points.
Giving them plenty of advantages as this war progressed, like
Okay.
battlefield control through King Boo's magic and Bowser Jr.'s paint. And
makes
since
sense.
the Koopa Troop doesn't rely that much on technology, Sage's hacking potential had little use.
Also, secret weapon? Kamek is kinda busted, canceling Metal Sonic's power copying, stealing the Phantom Ruby, and potentially swapping the Chaos Emeralds were huge game changers.
Add on that Bowser and his army can use any Mario power-up item, and they had billions of combinations that the Eggman Empire just could not actively plan against. Even with Sage's millions of plans to take down the Titans, she thought them to be unbeatable, which Sonic proved was incorrect.
Just comparing their
Okay, because I really thought that Sage's IQ was going to be a problem. I really thought that Eggman's army was stronger and more put together than Bowser, but I guess they'll prove me wrong on that one. But I really thought that Eggman's army was going to be the biggest problem. And then like maybe like Bowser was going to have to sit there and like basically solo the whole army by himself or something like that. But they actually showed and gave me a lot of information that I didn't even know about. I didn't know a lot of stuff about Bowser's army or the Robotniks apparently that I thought. But hey man, I enjoyed this battle, man. I told you I wanted the Koopa King to win, bro. But let me know who y'all wanted to win in the comments, man. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe if y'all new, y'all. And I'm out, y'all. Peace.